Greetings. How's everybody doing? It is me, Afro Millennial Mama. Today is a special day. I have decided to I've decided to work on my garden today. I was very saddened by the destruction of my garden. Actually, not even first before the destruction of my garden, there was the half of the plants that died in transition when we moved to the house. Um, so I've been kind of bummed out. Gardening has been one of my uh, since I was always gardening a little bit, but since the pandemic, I definitely used gardening to cope with the isolation and all the changes that have happened since 2020 threw us off for a loop. So in the transition of moving here, um, I took up gardening. I couldn't wait to take up gardening again, and I had a lot of plants going, and I was ready to bring them to the house. And I think the transition, change of environment, even though it's not that far, it's just less trees and shade than our rental house, so a lot of my stuff didn't survive. Then after that, the plants that I did start planting, I had to wait to plant again because everybody was working. There's construction. You can still see like some of the junk that's here. Like this was cleaned out, but then more work was done, and so like look at. But most of this is damage that these two individuals over here, let me show you, that they caused. So, especially this guy right here. Don't be fooled by his baby eyes. Yes, he is still 5 months or almost 6 months, but he caused a lot of damage digging holes. And I know you helped because actually the backyard had 7 baby palm trees, and we're down to 3 because of y'all. Yes, I'm talking to both of you. Look very sad right now because you're in trouble. So I have to get back to it. Some stuff they didn't really damage. For whatever reason, these 3 lemon trees or a couple lemon trees haven't been touched. But my plants that I had bought from my gardener were all dug up or trampled on. Needless to say, as someone who uses gardening for therapy, to only have 1 plant left. If you see, I have this right here is a sage plant. I had 2, but they're gone. I had 2 rosemaries. They dug up the last one. I was able to save it, which is right here. I was able to save it, so I replanted it. So hopefully it comes back with some green. It's like dry, but I'm trying to revive it. So now I'm just keeping the plants up here out of their reach, and they don't seem to really care about knocking them over or playing with them. So let's pray that continues. Yeah, I had citronella here, and it looks like it's coming back. So I'm just gonna let it grow. I think that's the citronella coming back. I'm hoping. It looks like it's coming out of this. So I saved the root, and hopefully I can revive it because it was like beautiful, They just, I don't know what it is about dogs digging, but for whatever reason, when it's cold at night or something, I think they dig to stay warm, or they're bored out of their mind. So I had aloe vera back there. There's 2 aloe vera plants, but they've been trampled, so a lot of the leaves broke. So I bought another aloe vera because I use it for my mosquito bites and any like skin irritations and stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna get started. Today, I just want to start. I don't like to do too many things at once because I forget what I planted and then they might die. So today I have, shout out to one of my special subscribers. She sent me a care package. 2 people actually sent me a care package. This particular lady, this is her second time sending me stuff, and she's so cool. She sent me butternut squash and some greens. These are champion collards, and tomatoes. I love tomatoes, especially like all varieties of tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, the ones that are like purple, yellow. I love them. I could just eat them, put a little bit of salt and eat them just like that. So when it's times that I'm not in the mood for Senegalese food, at least I treat myself with the stuff I'm familiar with. So, and a lot of times people don't, everybody else wants to eat the Senegalese food, including my housekeeper. So, I don't want somebody to cook something for me and then I'm the only one eating it. It's kind of not fair. But yeah, so at least I can make stuff for myself with the ingredients that I know that I'm familiar with. So I had an avocado tree. I don't know if this is gonna come back or not, but I'm gonna keep watering it anyway. I think the pergola helps a lot because it does provide light, but it also has shade. So it's not gonna dry out. Like I think kale and collard greens and stuff, they're more for when it's not so hot, like winter time and stuff. And so I don't want them to burn out. So I'm gonna get started and start planting. Let's go. that's it. Took like 10 minutes or less. I didn't plant all the seeds for the squash and the what else did I plant? I planted in the greens because I don't know how that's gonna end up. I'm not really like, I read instructions sometimes, but most of the time I just go by instinct and like my recollection. So um, I'm gonna see how they do because every environment is different. It's not the same as growing stuff in LA, and it's not the same growing stuff here. Is not the same as growing stuff by the beach where we were. So we'll see what happens. But so far, I have what's alive. I have mango trees that I grew from rainy season. Just threw them in the ground and they grew by themselves. So I have 3 of those actually. I had an avocado tree, but it didn't make it when we moved here. It was too much direct sunlight. I have this tree, which it was in the backyard at our house, and I just love it. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, or it might be in our farm, it might be on another property or something. Not necessarily here, but you know, for now, I'm gonna let it grow and let it do what it do. I have my rosemary, which I'm trying to save, and my citronella, which I'm trying to save. So hopefully those will be good. I love cooking with rosemary. So then we'll see how the seeds grow for the tomatoes, the greens, collards, and the which I would love to eat now that I have a kitchen that I can cook them in. And then these are peppers. What kind of peppers are these? I think these are bell peppers. I thought they were cayenne, but I think these are bell peppers that I saved the seeds. I think they're the yellow ones, which those look really pretty when you cook them with stuff. And then after the collards, we have what? I didn't label them. I didn't bring my labels. But once it start growing, I'll know what it is. And this one is this is the tomato. And then this is the squash. Yes, squash. So the one that's not labeled as squash. Got it. Easy, easy peasy. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. This is very therapeutic. I love seeing stuff grow. Oh, and I have this over here I want to show you. This is a watermelon. So we just put the seeds in the ground. Like, I mean, we didn't even put the seeds. We just throw the seeds from eating them. So someone was eating watermelon here apparently, and this just grew by itself. And watermelon doesn't need a lot of water because we don't water right there. So I had some growing next to the palm trees because I think people were spitting them out near the palm trees, and they grew by themselves. But then I tried to uproot them and put them in the garden, and they wilted. So transplanting is very delicate, which I've come to know over the years. So we'll see if we can grow this stuff in the pots, and if I gotta eat it out of pots until we get this garden closed up, that's what I'll do. But it feels good to be able to grow something, and just like to cook and like be able to go in your backyard and pick something, and yeah, it's beautiful. I love it, the whole cycle of life and photosynthesis. So that's it for today's video. I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Black people, we the coolest, we the baddest, we the flyest, we the realest. I love y'all. Peace.